Good morning, happy Friday the 9th of October. I'm Jessica Amir, a market analyst with Bell Direct. Well, Aussie shares are on pace for their best week since the 10th of April thanks to budget stimulus, and US equities are having a good week too on the back of a potential $1,200 payment for individuals. On the US company news side, what was notable overnight was that RBM shares popped 6% higher after the tech giant announced plans to spin off its IT infrastructure unit. That helped the blue chip index put on 0.4%, rising to its highest level in a month. The broader S&P 500 up the most though, up 0.8%, and the Nasdaq followed 5% higher. What to watch today? The Aussie share market futures are indicating another positive day, a lift of 0.4%. All eyes today, of course, on cyclical sectors tied to economic growth like energy and financials, as those two sectors are up the most this week. Commodity prices should support the lift today for the energy sector, given the oil price rose 3% overnight to $41.29 USA barrel, rising to its highest level in about 5 weeks, given about 30% of oil supply has been lost of late as US oil supply was turned off ahead of one of those hurricanes there. The gold price also got a bit of a charge overnight, up 0.3% after the US President Donald Trump said that he would not do the second presidential debate next week unless it's face-to-face, despite Trump being diagnosed with COVID-19 about a week ago. Local company news to watch today. Well, Newcrest Mining NCM has just announced its New South Wales Cadia mine capacity is set to increase by 2 million tonnes per annum to 35 million tonnes per annum. On the economic side of things today, the RBA Financial Stability Review will be out at 11:30. The statement will be closely watched and dissected with hints as to when we can expect some further monetary policy or interest rate cuts, or an interest rate cut, which the RBA alluded to earlier this week. Companies going ex-dividend today include HVN. ETFs going ex-div include IAF, IOF, IGB and IHD. As for trading ideas that could be worth a look, Bingo, BIN, was reiterated as a UBS buy, with the International Bank increasing BIN's price target to $3. UBS says BIN looks to be a clear beneficiary of the federal budget initiatives, namely residential construction and infrastructure spending, and this should partially offset the industry declines that are being seen. UBS also thinks that Bingo is competitively placed, more so than its peers, and its recycling Eastern Creek landfill site development could provide extra earning stream growth. Now, UBS elsewhere maintained Ramsay Health Care RHC as a hold with a $71.20 target, saying the company is likely to see less private hospital volumes by about 3% per annum, given the Australian population is forecast to drop, as the budget implied earlier this week. But although UBS says the ageing population does support private hospital admission growth, the government is only expecting a 2% rise in private health insurance over the next several years, and that's nothing to write home about or drive private hospital demand, hence the UBS rating of Ramsay Healthcare as a whole. And lastly, keep an eye on Pinnacle Investment, PNI, ReadyTech, RDY and Fineos, FCL, all showing bullish charting signals according to Trading Central. PNI is a Macquarie, Ord Minnett and Morgan's buy with targets of $5.95 to $6.60. FCL, however, giving off the most bullish charting signals, indicating its shares could pop from $4.88, where it was yesterday, up to $6.30 in the next 30 days. FCL is also a buy stock for Macquarie and Ord Minnett. I'm Jessica Amir with Bell Direct. Happy trading. Stay safe. I'll see you for the weekly wrap.